Hello.
What's up?
Hello.
What's
We
up? What's
got
up? What's up?
we got quite
How
a
y'all
few of
doing?
us here in chat right now.
Oh, got lots of snow to deal with where I live. Super fun. How are you?
I am doing well. How are you?
Good.
Let me send over that something that Thomas might enjoy.
Maybe be a little. All right, I think I got her loaded up. So we usually like when we're watching YouTube videos and stuff, we usually just like 3, 2, 1 because the audio quality over Discord's ass. So I don't know
Yeah.
how you
Mhm.
wanna do
Oh, you can
this.
you can send it to him too.
Okay, and then I don't know if are you gonna listen to it too, or are you just gonna kind of listen to us talk about it?
I am watching on the stream.
Okay, all right, cool. Sounds good.
There is like one typo in one of the choruses, but it's getting fixed in the final draft.
Okay.
So
Cool. So,
No
why
judgment.
don't before we get into this, why don't you talk a little bit about why you chose this as the first single, and what kind of went into, the creation of this song and how the inspiration for it.
yeah, so the Emerald Grove, kind of in its conception, was going to be the first single, regardless of what song it ended up being, what it sounded like. The concept of itself was always the first single. In this single, obviously, everything has a story to it. This single is about Eden entering what is a pocket dimension, kind of ushered by her use of the watercolors. And it's a place that she's been before. And it is something that she doesn't like really understand how she's there again. Um, it's also been referred to as the garden.
Okay.
And it is also, so it's a tie back heavily to Haunted and the Garden, because the Haunted and the Garden are kind of our first peek into Eden's kind of journey through everything. The Emerald Grove takes place pretty late in the story in this album. It is the second to last song on the album.
Okay.
So it's after all of the big climaxes of the story, and it's kind of the beginning of the beginning of the future, so to speak. And it wraps up some loose ends that we had. Uh, and then I guess what went into it, we really wanted to make sure that this LP specifically leaned further into the heavy side of us, further into the shoegazy side of us, further into the post-hardcore side of us. We really tried to make it so that like all the best sides of us were present on this LP. So we do a lot of things that we haven't done before, a lot of things that you're going to see from us in the future. We have way more guest features this time around. And yeah, we are doing a better job of storytelling too, in my opinion.
Cool.
Both musically, lyrically, what we're doing video wise, stuff like that. So
Now, just because I know she is a new entity in the group,
yes.
how does Tide fit into the lore?
Yeah, so Tiade's character
Tiade,
is
sorry.
No, you're so okay. I said the same thing for the first like 2 months. Tiade's character is known as Sailor. So Sailor is essentially a medic who was just a ground reconnaissance medic for the civilians of the city of Rust. She was not a part of the architects. She was not a part of the survey network. She was just always on her own. And so she has a really unique, like, unbiased third person view of the conflict that has been going on between both of these factions and kind of helps usher in this new era and this new perspective.
Okay.
Awesome.
Now, as far as the planned rollout, obviously this is the first single. Are we gonna go like several months before a new song, or is it can you say whether or not it's gonna kind of be a quick thing or?
Yes, so you will have five singles, including this one and one that comes out when the album releases.
Okay.
So really, it's only four, and then the album drops. But we are putting one out every 5 weeks.
Okay. So yeah, it's a pretty steady, nice plan.
Yep.
Now, fair disclosure to, I think, even several people in chat right now, but I've heard this song live, and the chorus has been stuck in my head all week, so it was obviously kind of hard to pinpoint lyrics live. That's especially for a song you've never heard before, so that's kind of what I'm going to really focus on here. But
Mhm.
is there a particular maybe instrument or section of this song that I should like really focus on?
The bridge.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
So there, because I have synthesia, like synesthesia, bridges are always the most important part of songs to me. And features, when we do them, are also very important because they represent new characters. They bring in uh, characters in the story that might have really important roles, like Casey or Deimos, who's Tom Weaver's character. Um, and they help just kind of build out the world more, kind of like a DLC for a video game.
Excellent. Yeah, that's kind of what I was hoping for.
But yeah, so the bridge here is very, very important.
Excellent. Can we expect another kind of limited edition vinyl run for this LP?
Yes. So I can just talk about it, so because it's fine. I have all the information. We are announcing the album with the second single, City of Rust, featuring blank blank of blank blank blank. And we are going to be releasing, finally, we're going to be doing two versions of the LP. One is going to be Architects based, and one is going to be Survey Network based. So their color schemes and everything that goes along with that. But then as well with our merch, we are going to have flags and patches that represent each faction. And the flags are going to be like 3 foot by 2 foot flags. So like full on flags.
Nice.
That's cool.
And then obviously the merchandise, the shirts will be either lyric based or faction based. And we are really leaning heavily into that.
That's gonna be really neat. Now, who just for even my knowledge, because I'm not too familiar, who's the feature on this?
This is Tom Byrne from Galleons.
Okay. Now, for maybe Dan or people that might not know that band in chat, what kind of genre would you say Galleons is?
Very similar to us, actually. They are very much in like the gazy post-hardcore scene. Incredible guitar work, incredible vocals. They're phenomenal.
Yeah.
Like he is one of the best vocalists in my opinion. In the scene.
The only experience I have with them is their last LP, and I listened to that a few times through. So
yep,
I'm a little familiar, but as far as like I couldn't tell you if I had a favorite song of theirs or not. But I know that they're also, I think, working on new music already. I think I saw somebody post about that. Yeah. Dan,
which is very exciting.
Dan, do you have any questions? Maybe guitar related or something?
Not off the top of my head. I'm just excited to get some more of this. It's been a while.
Because I know that this new LP is going to shift the I don't know what the proper words are, but your specific guitar work is going to sound a little bit different.
Yes, it is very, very lead focused.
Oh, cool.
Very much more in like the Seosin riffy, Circa Survive riffy style when we have like our post-hardcore stuff, even more so than it was before. And then on the heavier side of things, maybe I give y'all a peek at a new song. That's not this one. And it's the complete opposite side of the spectrum. Like it's heavy.
Yes, Ashley Shred era. That is right.
Awesome.
All right. So let's
excited.
get into this, huh?
Yeah.
Dan, you have the video pulled up?
I do. Yep, we good.
Let me see. It's probably gonna be hella loud. I'm gonna just take it down a notch.
Turn it down a little bit.
Because I remember the last one. I think it was
oh yeah, blew my eardrums out.
Gemini 4. I was just like, oh. All right. So this is the Emerald Grove. 3, 2, 1, go. So catchy.
Cool.
Her voice is so good.
It really is.
I love how prominent the bass is in these verses.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. Oh, I love that vocal.
Oh, that works really well. Ooh, I love that part.
That's so cool.
What a powerful little outro.
Thank you for not just ending the song on a note. That was, yes.
Of course.
Yes.
So everything we do is for a reason. Everything.
Oh, is that when you? That was when you slipped and fell.
Yep. It was.
Oh, yeah, Dan. Did
Like
you,
on stage?
during filming that visualizer? Yeah, that was it was, at least you took it with, grace and made it funny on Twitter and whatnot.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It was
That was
hilarious.
amazing. That was great.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think like the biggest standouts for me, the feature worked really well. It didn't sound out of place. Like, I don't know, there's some songs I listen to where like the guest vocals just don't seem to mesh very well, and that's what I really liked
Yep.
about Gemini 4, because like it just seamlessly kind of came together, and that's kind of how I felt about that one. I loved the fact that the bass was really prominent throughout the verses.
Mm-hmm.
And I like how when Tiade said, or did the God, I don't, feed the flame, burn it down, is that what she says?
Feed the flames and watch it burn.
Okay. I feel like every single time she sang it, it was different. Like there was a scream once, there was like a whisper once, then there was the synthy. Oh, I don't know. I thought that was pretty cool because it wasn't like copy paste throughout the song.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Who's producing it?
So, I did the production side of it, like the engineering side with Katie. Then Nick Marzoff from Cartographer did the mixing, vocal production, and synth production on it.
Yeah.
And then Pierce Johnston is doing the masters.
Can I peek behind the curtain?
Yeah.
How many layers is a song like that? Like with your guitar?
Oh God. So guitar parts alone, most choruses, just speaking of choruses because it's the easiest, they're stereo left and right for the rhythm.
Yeah.
There's usually a suspension that happens the entire song. That's a left and the right. And then there's always a lead.
Yep.
So usually our songs have between 6 to 8 guitar parts per section.
Yeah, I can hear a lot but it works. It works great.
It's
mixed very well. Yeah. Great job.
I'm not going to pretend to know what any of that means, but all right. All I know is that I can picture like some sort of audio program and just having the entire screen filled with scribbles, basically.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's essentially what it is.
That's exactly it.
All right, what are we getting ourselves into? Yeah, that chorus has been stuck in my head all week, and I think it'll continue to be. I'm really...
That is...
The melody in that chorus was banger. Awesome.
I was just going to say, just because I got to see a full set with her singing, like, I'm excited. Obviously, everyone is for the heavier songs, but, like, she can scream.
Oh, absolutely.
That, like,
it's insane.
That one video I posted where she's, like, growling and does a bleh. It's just like, oh, I didn't know you had that in you. Especially because I had heard the chorus of this before. I didn't know she could scream like that.
Well, speaking of that, do you want to hear one of the heavy songs?
Yes.
You forced my hand, really. I don't...
Okay, let me go ask Mia which one I'm allowed to share. Give me 1 second.
Yeah.